The internet is on fire. Fans are in complete shock. And honestly, we ain't never seen the rap game shift like this before. Drake's empire might actually be crumbling and the people shaking it. Travis Scott and Kendrick Lamar. Now, before you'll start flooding the comments, let's be clear. This ain't just another rap beef. This is chess moves at the highest level. Secret meetups, deleted tweets, hidden lyrics, industry whispers. We're talking about a betrayal so deep even OVO insiders are allegedly scrambling. Rumors are swirling that Travis just pulled the ultimate snake move, linking up with Kendrick behind Drake's back. And this ain't no studio collab. This is something bigger, something strategic, something that could leave Drake isolated at the top. Multiple sources say Kendrick's next move could end a few careers. Travis, on the other hand, just made a power play that left the industry speechless. And guess who he unfollowed right after? Oh, it gets crazier. There's talk of a secret deal going down. Think big label XX, hush-hush meetings in LA, and an explosive verse that was allegedly pulled last minute from a major project. So, what really happened between Drake, Travis, and Kendrick? Is this just friendly competition, or is a full-on civil war in hip-hop about to explode? Stay locked in because what we're about to uncover will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about the rap game. Let's get into it. The internet is still trying to recover from what went down last night. It all started when fans noticed something strange during Travis Scott's surprise appearance at a private afterparty in Calabasas. Drake was supposed to be there, too. But not only was he missing, he unfollowed Travis right after the event. That's when the timeline exploded. Tweets started flooding in with fans saying, "Nah, Drake really feeling that Kendrick pressure and Travis and Cock cooking something up and Drake is sweating." But what really set it off was a video. A leaked clip showed Travis, Kendrick, and a small circle of people in a dimly lit studio. The energy was intense. You could hear someone in the background say, "This one gone changed the game." Kendrick didn't say much, but the way he looked into the camera and nodded, that said it all. Fans immediately started speculating that a joint project was coming. One fan commented, "If Trav and Cot drop together, it's curtains for Drake's reign." That's when the chaos really began. Rumors started spreading that Travis had secretly recorded a diss verse aimed at Drake. Some even claimed Kendrick was the mastermind, pulling strings behind the scenes to dismantle Drake's influence over the industry. Emotions ran high, especially when people started digging up old interviews where Travis praised Drake. But now, those same quotes felt hollow, like something changed fast. And then came the real twist. Sources close to OO insiders whispered that Drake felt betrayed, not just musically, but personally. One source said Drake looked out for Travis back in the day, gave him the stage, gave him exposure. Now he's running around with Kendrick, who's been dissing him for years. That's disrespectful. The streets started calling it the ultimate backdoor. As if that wasn't enough, the comment sections went to war. On Instagram, someone posted a split photo of Travis and Drake from the sick mode days with a caption, "From brothers to enemies." The post blew up. Fans were divided. Some said Drake was being too sensitive. Those said Travis was chasing clout by siding with Kendrick. One viral comment read, "Drake made you. Kendrick using you. Choose wisely." Meanwhile, Kendrick remained silent. He didn't say a word. Didn't like a post. Didn't repost anything. But that silence, it was louder than any tweet. Fans knew Kendrick was playing chess, not checkers. Every move felt calculated. Every cosign had weight. The next blow came from an unexpected direction. A producer who previously worked with all three artists dropped a cryptic tweet. "Loyalty doesn't live in the hills." Didn't take long for fans to connect the dots. Was he talking about Calabasas? Was he implying Travis had switched sides for his own game? The comment section exploded. Fans begged for receipts, but he didn't say another word. Just deleted the tweet and disappeared. But that only made things worse. Now everyone wanted answers. What really happened between Drake and Travis? Did Kendrick pull him away? Was this about music or something deeper? Then a voice note surfaced, allegedly recorded during a private convo. A male voice sounding a lot like Drake can be heard saying, I see how it is. You pick the side that looks hot right now. Just remember who fed you first. The audio was grainy, but fans swore it was real. It spread like wildfire across Twitter, TikTok, even Clubhouse. Suddenly, everyone was an expert in voice analysis. Nah, that's Aubrey for sure. One fan posted with us. Others weren't so convinced. You'll believe anything? This industry fake. While fans argued, industry insiders stayed unusually quiet. No major artist spoke up. No producer tried to clear the air. It was like everyone knew something was coming in. No one wanted to be on the wrong side when it dropped. The silence was scary, but then a bombshell broke. A studio engineer who worked with Travis leaked a snippet less than 10 seconds of what sounded like a new track. Over dark, moody beat. Travis rapped switched up on me. Now they praying I fall, I just leveled up. They can't see me at all. The clip didn't mention Drake directly, but it didn't have to. Fans went crazy. The Travis streamed worldwide. Some fans cheered, others were furious. This ain't it, Trav. You riding waves. Another comment read. He finally woke up. Drake ain't the king no more. Drake ain't the king no more. And just when the dust started to settle, Kendrick added fuel to the fire. In the middle of his show in Oakland, he paused the music. The crowd fell silent. Then he looked out and said, "Some of these kings out here just got shiny crowns, but they ain't built for war." He didn't name names. He didn't have to. The crowd erupted. Social media lit up. People knew exactly who he was talking about. Drake's camp stayed mostly quiet until close friend and longtime collaborator. A certain OO producer posted a story that read, "Funny how loyal be seasonal. No tags, no music, just text. But the message loud and clear." Now fans were picking sides. There were playlists being made. Team Kendrick X, Travis versus Drake forever. Reddit threads were being updated every minute. Everyone had a theory. Some said this was orchestrated by labels to hype up the fourth quarter of the year. Others swore this was personal raw beef decades in the making. Old clips resurfaced of Kendrick throwing shade at Drake from back in the day. Fans started rewatching the bet cipher, dissecting lines, decoding everything, and then came the street gossip. One source claimed Drake and Travis had an argument weeks ago at a private party in Miami. Allegedly, voices were raised. Someone threw a glass. Nobody got hurt, but the energy was toxic. According to a witness, the beef didn't start with music hits, started with egos. By this point, it wasn't just about songs. It was about alliances, about respect, about betrayal. And while the rap world watched with popcorn in hand, a text screenshot leaked that changed everything again. It showed a convo between a major festival organizer and an unknown artist rep. The message read, "Pull Drake from headliner. Travis and Kendrick want full control. Non-negotiable." Fans were shocked. If true, this meant they weren't just making music together. They were making moves as the rumors spiraled out of control. Everyone waited for Drake to respond. Some said he was in Toronto plotting. Others claimed he was in London recording with an unexpected feature rumored to be J. Cole. Still others believed he was about to go completely silent the way he did before Back to Back. Everyone had an opinion, but nobody had facts. The rap world felt like it was split in half. You were either with Drake or against him. And in that tension, something darker started brewing. The shift didn't just stay online. It started moving into the real world. Behind the scenes, brand deals were reportedly getting icy. One insider close to a major sneaker collab hinted that a campaign involving both Drake and Travis was suddenly paused indefinitely. The reason? Conflict of creative direction, they said, but fans weren't buying it. Everyone knew it had to do with the fallout. Word on the street was Travis was trying to distance himself from anything that tied him to OVO. Meanwhile, Kendrick kept stacking the silence. No tweets, no lives, no interviews. But the people around him were moving very different. His photographer posted a blurry black and white shot of a chessboard with the caption, "Checkmate season." Fans went feral. Reddit threads broke it down frame by frame. Was the king piece knocked over? Was that a metaphor? Was he saying Drake already lost? On the other side, Drake was cooking Tubat in private. Close OO affiliates were spotted flying out to London, and then someone caught a video of J. Cole arriving at ABI Road Studios. The internet went into full-blown theory mode. Was Cole about to team up with Drake against Kendrick and Travis? Was this about to be a 2v2 lyrical war? Someone tweeted, Drake and Cole versus Kendrick and Travis. Rap game turning into Mortal Kombat. The tweet hit 2 million views in under 6 hours. But the situation turned even messier when an old clip from a club surfaced dated just a month before all the drama popped off. In it, Travis is seen dapping up Drake with a big grin, sipping out of the same bottle, all love. The comments were brutal. Bro faked the friendship so smooth, one fan wrote. Another said that snake energy. It was clear the betrayal wasn't just professional, it was personal. Then came another bomb. A rapper from Houston who came up under Travis's early influence went live on Instagram. Visibly drunk. He ranted for 20 minutes straight. At one point, he said, "Y'all don't even know the half. Travis been salty with Drake since 2021. Something happened after the Astro tour and it never got resolved. Y'all just catching up." When fans tried to ask for more, he logged off saying, "Nah, you're not ready for that story." And suddenly fans started connecting dots. Back in 2021, rumors were flying that Travis wanted a joint tour with Drake, but it never happened. People thought it was labeled politics, but now fans think Drake curved the idea on purpose. One theory suggested Drake didn't think Travis was strong enough to headline without help. That little insultive traum might have lit the slow-burning fuse that's now exploding. As emotions ran high, a cryptic Spotify playlist from Kendrick started trending. Titled Patience is Power. It had exactly 6 tracks of war-themed Nas, Tupac, Mobb Deep, even Ice Cube's. No Vaseline, no words, no explanation, just vibes. The message wasn't subtle. Fans started calling it the calm before the lyrical nuke. Drake's camp finally broke the silence a little. O's in-house videographer posted a photo of Drake in the studio. Shirt off. Back to the camera with just one line in the caption. He not talking, he loading. Fans screamed. Was it a diss track incoming? Was Drake about to drop another back-to-back? The timelines were praying. Meanwhile, Travis was back on stage. But this time, things felt different. During his set, he changed a line in one of his songs from Numbers Don't Lie. Drizzy with the assist to Numbers Don't Lie. I never needed no assist. The crowd went nuts. Fans caught it immediately. TikTok had the clip circulating in seconds. It was subtle but intentional. The shots were getting louder. Then Kendrick showed up on a guest verse for an underground LA artist. No rollout, no promo, just a midnight drop. And in his verse, he spit. They idolized the clone who cried in his pool. I was silent in the storm. I define what's cool. The internet froze. Everyone knew who he meant. Fans dissected it instantly. Drake famously posted about crying in his pool during quarantine. And Kendrick was now clowning that vulnerability. Comment sections were at war again. Nah, Kendrick went surgical with that line. Bro, been holding that for years. Drake better respond or it's over. Others argued, it's just bars. You're making it deeper than it is. But the deeper it got, the more personal it became. Then another player entered the chat. Meek Mill out of nowhere, he tweeted. Crazy how the energy changed. Real ones watching. That was all he said. But that one tweet reignited old flames. Fans started pulling up screenshots from the 2015 beef between Drake and Meek. Some believed Meek was low-key siding with Kendrick and Travis. Others thought he just wanted to see the empire fall. Whatever his motive was, he added gasoline to the fire. And right in the middle of all this, someone leaked an unreleased Drake track titled Monologues from the Six. The song was unfinished, but one verse stood out. He rapped, used to build with the ones who craved my crown. Now they circle like vultures trying to hold me down. Fans were shook. The flow was cold. The delivery emotional, raw, calculated, even unfinished. It had people saying Drake about to come back with a vengeance. But there was one more twist. A screenshot leaked from an OO group chat allegedly showing a heated exchange between two of Drake's team members. One message read, "He trusted that man too much. We told him he ain't. Listen." Fans speculated that this was about Travis. The betrayal wasn't just professional or music hit the core. The inner circle was divided. As if that wasn't enough, Charlemagne Thaward jumped in on his radio show. He said, "This ain't just rap beef anymore. This is generational power shifting. You watching the old king get tested by the new regime." That line went viral. Every blog reposted it. Even Kendrick fans started using the phrase new regime as a rallying cry. And Travis, he was eating it up. His merch store dropped limited edition tees that read "Built Different." It's the same line he posted just days after the drama started. They sold out in 3 hours. Fans knew it was more than a phrase. It was a shot. But behind the hype, the streams, the reposts, and the battles, something real was breaking down. Friendships, alliances, trust. People who once shared the stage were now throwing subliminals. People who once laughed together in the booth were now playing chess from opposite sides of the board, and still no direct diss tracks. Not yet. Everyone was holding their pieces, moving slow. But the energy in the culture, heavy fans could feel it. Something big was coming. Something final. And nobody knew who was going to strike first. The moment everyone was waiting for finally arrived, diss tracks started leaking. And once the first one hit, there was no turning back. The rap world held its breath when a mysterious new track surfaced online titled simply Ghost. The voice unmistakably Travis Scott. The beat was eerie, haunting, like a shadow creeping through the city at night. In the first verse, Travis rapped about feeling betrayed by a king who turned his back, lines dripping with venom. Fans instantly connected the dots. This wasn't just a subtle jab anymore. This was war. This wasn't just a subtle jab anymore. This was war. Social media erupted. #GhostDisc started trending worldwide. Fans analyzed every bar, every inflection, every background sound. Some said Travis was channeling pure pain. Others called it cold-blooded. On Twitter, the reactions were split. Finally, someone told Drake off, one user wrote. Another said, "Bro stepped out of line. No need to disrespect like that." Comment sections turned into battlegrounds. Meanwhile, Drake stayed quiet, but his silence was deafening. Industry insiders hinted he was working around the clock on a response. The internet buzzed with speculation. Would it be a single, a full project, a surprise drop? Everyone knew Drake's next move could shake the culture to its core. Then came the surprise. Kendrick dropped a verse on a track called Shadows. No fanfare, no announcement, just a midnight release. His flow was aggressive but cold, aimed squarely at the false kings who wear crowns made of glass. The fans lost it. "Kendrick ain't holding back," tweeted one fan. "This verse is a whole mood." Another added, "He coming for the throne with no mercy." The fallout wasn't just in the music hit, was everywhere. Backstage stories started leaking from festivals and events. One insider said Travis and Drake were at the same awards show but avoided each other like the plague. The family was left divided. Close friends picked sides. One source said, "It's like a gang war, but with microphones and millions watching." And then the surprise twist. Nobody saw coming. Kendrick and Travis released a joint statement hinting at a new project titled Kingdoms. Fans flipped. If true, this collab could rewrite rap history. The statement read, "It's time for a new era. The throne is ready for those who earn it." No mention of Drake, but the shade was crystal clear. The drama spilled into the fashion world, too. Drake's longtime stylist unfollowed him on Instagram and posted cryptic stories about losing the vision. Meanwhile, Travis's merch dropped a new collection featuring broken crowns and chess pieces. Fans speculated this was a direct response to Drake's recent branding. The streets were buzzing with conspiracy theories. Some claimed Drake was planning a full album aimed at both Travis and Kendrick. Others thought Kendrick was secretly signed with Travis's label. Now, The line between friend and foe blurred more every day. Fans started to notice the subtle digs in interviews and appearances. Travis casually referenced loyalty and betrayal during a radio interview. Kendrick's lyrics grew more pointed, mentioning wolves disguised as kings. Drake, on the other hand, posted vague quotes about real ones and fake friends on his social media stories. Then came the fan reactions comment. Wars exploded everywhere. YouTube videos dedicated to decoding the beef racked up millions of views on TikTok. Trends like pick your side challenges went viral. Fans recreated infamous moments. Memes were born overnight. And every new post felt like a chapter in an ongoing soap opera. But beneath the surface, the impact was real. Brands hesitated to sign with the artists, fearing backlash. Event organizers reconsidered lineups. Even some longtime collaborators quietly distanced themselves, not wanting to be caught in the crossfire. And just when it seemed the tension couldn't get higher, Drake finally broke his silence. A surprise drop titled Last Rain. The song was raw, emotional, and brutally honest. Drake rapped about loyalty lost, friendship shattered, and the heavy cost of fame. The chorus hit hard. I gave you the world. Now you want my crown. But the king don't fall without a fight. Fans were shook. Some said it was Drake's best work in years. Others felt the vulnerability was real. But no matter the opinion, one thing was clear. The war had escalated to a whole new level. The internet became a frenzy of hot takes, reaction videos, and breakdowns. Memes about Drake's Last Rain flooded timelines. Some fans declared the track a comeback. Others saw it as a farewell. And just when the dust seemed to settle a bit, an unexpected player jumped into the drama Iona. In an Instagram live, she subtly referenced trust and betrayal and mentioned how sometimes the hardest battles are fought in silence. Fans immediately speculated she was talking about Drake, her rumored ex. The clip went viral, sparking even more questions. All the while, Kendrick and Travis stayed tight-lipped, but kept dropping hints. Travis shared a photo of a chess king piece set ablaze, captioned, "Burn the old to build the new." Kendrick posted an abstract video featuring shadows of crowns falling. The lines were drawn clearly now. The rap kingdom was split, old alliances shattered, new ones forming, and fans. They were caught in the middle, riding every wave of drama. But the real question lingered. Who would come out on top? Would Drake reclaim his throne? Or would Travis and Kendrick's kingdoms reshape the game forever? And this wasn't just music, was personal. Deep wounds were exposed, trust broken, families divided, and through it all, the streets watched, waited, and speculated that tension finally broke at a private listening party in Los Angeles. Only a handful of industry insiders were invited, but the fallout was immediate. Drake, Travis, and Kendrick all showed up separately, never in the same room at the same time. Sources said the atmosphere was electric but toxic, like a powder keg waiting to explode. Some tried to patch things up, but emotions ran high and the family was left divided like never before. Word leaked that during the party, a heated argument erupted between Travis and Drake. Eyewitnesses said Travis shouted, "How could you do this to me after everything?" While Drake responded, "You forgot who opened the door for you." Voices were raised, drinks were thrown, and security had to step in. The fallout from that night rippled across social media the next day, with cryptic posts and deleted stories fueling more speculation. Just days later, Kendrick released a surprise mini-documentary on YouTube titled Kingdoms Rising, which detailed his vision for a new era in hip-hop. Fans noticed the subtle digs, footage of shattered crowns, clips of interviews about betrayal, and a voiceover saying, "Sometimes to build something new, you have to burn the old down." The video ended with a teaser of a track featuring Travis hyping their upcoming project. It was clear they were making moves to solidify their new empire, Drake's. Response came in the form of a strategic silence that many called the calm before the storm. Insiders revealed he was regrouping, planning a full-scale comeback that would put everything to rest. Rumors swirled that he was lining up features with some unexpected artists, including J. Cole, and even Kanye West. If true, this was gearing up to be a legendary power play. The streets stayed buzzing. The once vibrant friendships among these rap giants were now reduced to distant memories. People who shared studio sessions and red carpets were now throwing subliminals in their verses. The culture felt fractured, the old guard shaken. The fan base was split down the middle. Social media polls showed over 60% rooting for Travis and Kendrick's new wave. While the rest stayed loyal to Drake's legacy, comment sections on YouTube exploded with debates about loyalty, artistry, and who truly earned the crown. Fan pages turned into battlegrounds, with some even creating mashups of diss tracks and calling it rap warfare. Industry veterans weighed in too. Some said this was the biggest power shift in rap in a decade, while others warned that too much drama could damage everyone's careers. Labels started to tread carefully, balancing the hype with damage control. And then came the wild card. Meek Mill released a fiery freestyle at a New York club, indirectly calling out both Drake and Travis for playing games with loyalty and forgetting the streets that raised them. The clip went viral, adding another layer to the saga. Fans speculated Meek was trying to position himself as the new voice of authenticity amid the chaos amidst all the drama. The music didn't stop. Travis and Kendrick dropped their joint project Kingdoms to critical acclaim. The album was raw, unapologetic, and layered with references to the beef. Critics praised the chemistry between the two, saying they changed the game. The project debuted at #1, proving that despite the drama, their influence was unstoppable. Drake responded with his own album, Last Reign, which also hit #1. His fans celebrated the emotional depth and vulnerability he showed, declaring it a triumphant return. The sales battle between these projects became another chapter in the ongoing saga, fueling media coverage and fan debates. But beneath the success, the tension lingered. The once close relationships were fractured, the trust broken. Insiders said it could take years, if ever, for the trio to reconcile. And as the dust settled, the question on everyone's mind was clear. Will this feud destroy their careers for good? Or is it just the painful birth of a new era in hip-hop? What do you think really happened behind closed doors? Who do you side? Wow, what a ride. From shocking betrayals to secret collabs and fiery diss tracks, this drama shook the very foundation of hip-hop. Friendships shattered, empires divided, and the culture itself is changing right before our eyes. Drake, Travis, and Kendrick aren't just making music, they're rewriting the rules of the game. But the biggest question remains. Will this epic feud destroy their legacies or push them to even greater heights? Now it's your turn. What do you think really went down behind the scenes? Who's coming out on top and who's going to fall? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Smash that like button if you're living for this drama. And don't forget to subscribe for non-stop raw and unfiltered rap news straight to your feed. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Peace.